All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for My Hero Academia, Season 7, Episode 6.
Holy shit.
They're here.
Right. Ayama. Mm-hmm. You mad lad. You legend.
Absolute unit.
Just like, hey, you know what? All for one. I'm gonna twinkle all over you. Yeah.
So, I love so much how the fact that while this is happening, he clearly knows that his job here is to fight, to sell this.
Yep.
But he does not know the plan.
Nope.
So therefore, all the time, with All for One, he's just hearing Aizawa's tatakai in his head.
Right.
So he looks at All for One. He does not even know what's happening behind him.
Nope.
But he has faith. He believes. He's
yeah.
like, I'm going to put everything on the fact that this dark god here is going to get stopped today. And I know that he could probably just, kill me on the spot. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going. I'm doing this.
Well, and that's the thing. It's not just All for One, because All for One brings his reinforcements in before the heroes show up. Right. So it's like, Aoyama is like, all right, I guess it's me and Deku, and
against the world.
Against
all of evil.
All of evil. Yeah. Okay.
All right, screw it. Let's go. I'm ready to thrust, baby. Let's go. Yeah. I love how much this is such an Avengers Assemble Endgame kind of moment here on your left and all that. It's super fun. It totally makes sense. Horikoshi would be like, oh, I need something even remotely close to that. I need that shit.
Yeah. You just know that Horikoshi absolutely went to see the Marvel movies 6 times in theaters.
Like that, specifically Endgame on midnight release, begging his editor, I've got to be there.
Right.
I've got to be there.
I need to see it.
You don't get this.
Let me look upon it with my own eyes.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
But then, oh my God, wait. This kind of works. And the fact that Class 1B's representing a hero here, fucking Monoma, is just like, hey, buddy, that means Class 1A and or Class 1B other folks
are in reserve.
And or maybe some other people
extent
that didn't make it into the Hero Corps, a very specific one, are, ready to be brought into the fray in a specific way this day. I say.
We were talking before the episode of okay, so what do you think, how do we think it'll happen? And one of the ones that we came up with is, okay, so obviously Uraraka will be one of the other really helpful people here. But since Monoma has Kurogiri's warp gate, they could literally just drop stuff above them ad infinitum. Just, all right, go. Go.
The only warning you'll get is that suddenly a black little shadow will come up above them there, but then it'll start to stretch and expand as, just stuff
a building
just
falls through.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. All for One is just okay, you, peon, your job is to look up, right? just keep doing that. But this is going to be hot.
There's going to be a lot of combos, a lot of fun displays of all the quirks in full action here. And I'm excited for that.
I want All for One to get purple balled. That is what I want. You
want him to be defaced in a very funny, comical, and belittling way.
Right, like Poe versus Tai Lung. Suddenly Mineta just dumps a bucket of them on him, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Poe versus Tai Lung.
I need it.
That's such a good comparison. If that happened, I'd be over the moon. But all right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this.
Make him think he's won.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. He's in on it.
Yep.
But he doesn't know the details, so...
Right. Sure.
声を聞いて即時に嘘だと判定できるシステムがあるはず。では、その音声に嘘も何もなければ、奴は安心して現れる。
Yeah!
Oh, yeah! Yes!
Oh, shit!
Yes! Awesome! Wow!
Wait a minute.
Because they have no memory of, what happened when he's under their control.
頭を使わせるような命令は通らない。ああ、いけるぜ。俺が青山と両親を操って喋らせれば、
Wow.
Awesome.
So they foolproofed
it.
it. There's
Yeah.
nothing. Not even them suspecting that they could be under some form of deception. Complete and total. Yes. Why are the fans so excited about Shinso? Yeah.
Right, right.
鍛えてくれていたおかげさ。
Ah.
数が減ったとはいえ、その場に大量のヒーローが待ち伏せていれば、それこそバレてしまう。その場にいなければいい。そのためには
Yep.
Aha. Yep. Fucking Monoma.
いけるか。ファントムシェフ。
The Phantom Thief.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
that's his hero name.
Of course it is.
Yes.
片目を失って魔性もほぼ使い物にならない。
Yeah.
Okay.
次の戦いで俺は何もできない。
邪空ではイレイザーヘッドがいなければ全滅していただろうと聞きました。
Yep.
昔からよく言われましたよ。
He didn't even mention the fact that his leg's gone too.
Nah, he's got a replacement, you know.
この作戦は誰がかけても成り立たない。
連れ出します。いつでも大丈夫です。
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
これまでもこれからも
Oh shit.
お前が主役だ。
Yeah.
Yeah. Full power tripping. Yeah. I love
The
it.
Phantom Thief is here.
Oh shit, that's way
shit.
more. Okay.
各班動け。ここで終わらせ。ここから始めるつもりだ。
Oh fuck.
All right.
All right. What are we doing first, Shigaraki?
Wait, just- From the gate? No way.
Oh.
ここで会えるとは思ってなかったぜ。
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
まずお仲間の葬式か。
Yeah. Block him, Todoroki.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So he can just, yeah. I love it.
Here they are. Wave 2 coming in.
All right.
Oh
Okay,
shit, they're just
all right.
dropping in.
Holy shit. All right, yeah, Bakugo, pop off. Operation Troy? Wait, what?
Wait, whoa.
What?
こんなもの瞬く間に破られることは承知の
Hey.
はず。
Even a moment is everything.
がかりすぎるわ。
Information.
オールマイト。今度
Information that
conquer.
can work potentially the others out
Yeah,
and just pop them away
right.
to a fight somewhere else.
そして
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. You're going somewhere else, bitches.
Oh my god. Let's go.
All right.
Let's
all
go.
right. We're gonna have like 6 different fights in different areas.
God, and he's dripped.
He's
out.
dripped down. Of course, his name is the Phantom Thief,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
3秒持たねえや。
Huh?
その3秒が欲しかった。
Oh,
Ah, get him.
小分けに分割。
oh yeah.
And
just-
easily. Let's get it. Sente.
I love it.
He's tripping out so hard.
ためだけに一圧つぎ込んだ背筋主義者め。
It worked. Yeah, just boom, 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 boom. Whoa.
Oh shit. Who got him?
What's this?
Oh shit.
What's this? Okay.
Oh shit.
That might have been the heroes actually protecting him, like taking him away from.
Maybe.
All right, buddy.
ブラフやったぞ。
Oh shit. Okay.
All right.
Whoa! Just
Oh.
immediate go.
やっぱ俺の力程度で割れるようなもん。
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No head chopping
Yeah.
off.
Uh-huh.
ヒーロー人口大幅減の上、戦力を分けるためとはいえ、やはり君はひどい男だエンデバー。最も残酷な采配だと思うぜ。
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
taking Dabi away from Endeavor is just a good call. He won't fight as hard. He won't care.
Right. Oh shit.
What is this?
Oh. That's how they can keep the decay from being a problem.
Yeah.
Or was that maybe Denim that did that? No.
Oh. Shit.
Okay.
Sup? Well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hundreds of miles away. Oh.
I mean, and Monoma could fix that.
Yeah, what quirks has he lost? Immediately decay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck!
Oh,
Yes!
okay.
Decay
Nice.
this, bitch!
Yeah. Just launch the sections into the air.
Oh!
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 All right.
This whole environment is a gigantic trap cage.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh shit! Tentacle powers, baby.
Yep. Coursing through this entire metal cage, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the gamble is that they could all get brought down in this. Yeah, it's literally Final Destination
Right,
with
right.
all of us having the items.
Oh.
Someone's
All right.
Someone's working to repair it. Holy shit! Yeah!
Quick, make another.
Oh my gosh!
Incredible.
This is so freaking
Yeah.
cool!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes!
Uh-huh.
Yes!
Right.
Raw materials! Just keep feeding her and we're golden!
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yep.
Her baby.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of a rush job, but
Wait. Who's their generator? Oh, shit!
wait.
Yes! Let's go!
All right.
Yes! just go
Yeah.
all out!
Yeah.
This is
I
fucking
love it.
awesome! Yep, now it's my energy! Get
Oh
fucked back!
shit.
Yeah! Uh-huh! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh my god. Oh, but this is why they can't get Deku back, because
Yeah.
they're needing to keep him.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
right. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, fuck!
Well, okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
They one-upped it even more.
Yeah.
I loved how much they went all in depth and detail to every single
Yes.
bit of the plan here.
Yes.
So obviously, All For One is not just dropping in a couple villains. He's got
Nah.
his whole sludge teleporting. He brings every single
The whole
person
army.
he can.
Yeah.
He's actually like, moderately nervous, so he brings in literally everybody.
Right.
And his own self within Shigaraki stopped Shigaraki from doing decay because it would just kill
All of them.
all of them.
Yeah.
And I kind of love that because what that means is that All for One kind of still fears, like,
The heroes.
well, Shigaraki a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Like the idea that in that moment,
Yeah.
Shigaraki was just going to do his classic thing, like
Wipe
blow up
away
the ground,
everything. Yeah.
decay. Villains would die first. Like
You're right, 'cause
Like
they're the
half
ones
the villains
closest.
would probably just
Oh
disintegrate.
yeah, well, and right, that's the big problem with it, because even if you wipe out like a big part of this year, if the heroes just have some time to respond and they're able to like jump into the air and get clear of any of the dust that goes flying or something
Right.
like that, right? Like, yeah, you'll kill some of the heroes, but you'll kill a lot more of your own guys,
Right.
You know, so
and then specifically this area was planned to be the part where they had all the, Troys come up and
Yep.
just coo.
Oh, yeah.
So those would have been, even if Shigaraki had done decay there.
right, it's the you gather some of the decaying stuff as it's decaying, fling it through a portal to go somewhere else. Probably
Right.
in that case, they'd send it also to the
To the coffin in
to
the
the
sky.
coffin in the sky.
Yeah. So, okay, the main rub of all this is that the villains don't have actual coordinated leadership efforts and communications
Right.
here, and optimal, I would say, team distributions.
Right.
They get basically flown in with no coordination here. So the heroes have tempo. They have communications and coordinations.
Yep.
Now, Deku got grabbed by Toga, which I love as an
Oh,
upset.
shit, that's yeah.
Something that completely didn't
Right.
go according to plan.
And their plan was so precise that it's all right, once we do all the teleporting, all right, then Monoma, you're gonna help out, Aizawa to basically deal with Shigaraki. But oh shit, now if we want to get Deku back, we're going to have to let Shigaraki get his quirks back for a little bit so that we can then get Deku in here, right?
No, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
You can't do that at all.
Right? Like that's just not how it works. And so
Yeah, there's something really fun about the way in which Horikoshi takes quirks that could ruin the plot in a lot of ways. Aizawa, for instance.
Yep.
Even Monoma in a lot
yeah,
of ways.
especially Monoma.
And basically uses them in such a way that you can absolutely make a fight engaging by nerfing your main villain here.
Right.
But still making it really intense and engaging because, yeah, Deku isn't just completely able to do everything that he wants. The idea that Danger Sense didn't activate, I like that from a sense that Deku's gotten so powerful in some ways that it's hard to quantify how he could struggle in a fight outside of just
Yeah.
fighting, obviously, a super powerful villain. But the idea that Toga's thing has been that she has this misguided love. So
Right.
if she thinks
she's not actually wanting to hurt Deku.
right, so if she thinks she's saving Deku, or if she thinks she's grabbing him to
No, just
confess to him or
yeah,
something.
yeah, be with me or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's no necessarily bloodlust, malice, malice, or hatred. Maybe
Yeah.
Danger Sense doesn't ping. That's
Yeah.
a fun, also little bit of characterization in the midst of this as
Characterization and also showcasing that maybe when you have all of these quirks and stuff, you get dependent on them in the same way that All for One does. Right?
True,
Like you're
true.
not safe from that.
Yeah.
Like the fact that this plan worked on All for One is because that's how that would happen with anybody, right?
Right.
You have a quirk that
Yeah.
can tell when people are lying. And you have too many people that you're coordinating. Yeah, you're gonna pretty much rely on that, right?
Oh, you're going
And
to over rely on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if
It's worked for you for hundreds of years.
right, Shinso brainwashes some people. Yeah, it's gonna work. There you go. Right, that's it.
Yeah, the Shinso usage was wonderful as well because while we knew from a meta standpoint he had to be brought back into the story because, the opening, but then
Sure.
also the stuff that they've been setting up with him for a while, we're thinking from it from like almost the silly perspective, which is, oh, he's going to catch All for One monologuing and then he'll brainwash him.
Yeah,
Well, he could do that,
Possibly.
but also he could end up doing that and then immediately end up getting like speared
pasted
or
by
just
somebody, yeah.
hit by some random projectile. He has no, physical, defenses against anything like that.
one of the things I'm curious to see how they handle with this is given that they sent the villains through all the different portals. Cool. Divide and conquer. But oftentimes with divide and conquer, the reason you divide is so that you can have all of your forces focus on a smaller group.
On a smaller group, yes.
And
that is the mistake, if you will, of this whole engagement from the heroes, for sure.
right, is that now
they care too much about Toga or care too much about Dabi.
Realistically, from a military standpoint, it would make a lot of sense to basically be like, yeah, half of All for One's army, or even 2/3 of it, we're going to let them run rampant because this fight is going to take half an hour at max.
Drop them all the way at the top of Hokkaido. Just
right.
We don't care about you.
Just get them far, far away. Put them in the Gobi Desert. I don't know.
There's
right?
probably some range limitation as to why they were only in Japan for sure.
But the idea of okay, and then you can have your groups focus on things, which they aren't doing. Although because of this, they were able to choose who's going where, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
So,
in a lot of ways, the idea that maybe some nomus are in some places where the heroes will have a little bit more trouble. Just the idea that they were able to isolate Shigaraki entirely, by himself, with nothing else here. I was thinking that the biggest problem with this would be that either they have too many people show up that All for One can immediately use search on to go, okay, where's Shigaraki now? But it's also just I always know where Shigaraki is.
Well, and they, one of the other things that they brought up that was very helpful is hey, this quirk that All for One has that he never used until Kurogiri was out of the picture. Why is that? Well, because it's a lot more limited. There are certain things that he can't do that Kurogiri could. So we are able to actually have them be divided here. Yes, he was able to, bring his army and all that stuff. But now that we've done this, he can't just undo it. Right.
Because my biggest worry with this was, he knows where Shigaraki's going to end up getting split off to. He then could theoretically start the process of warping others to that location.
Sure.
But if it's a limited range, he probably has to also see who he's warping. He has to warp those that are around him. So All for One is also effectively isolated from all of his powerhouses. He doesn't have a Dabi that he can just be like, okay, go help Shigaraki.
And all he can really do is basically talk smack about you're making your son clean up your mess endeavor,
Yeah, I'm going to use Debilitate on you to try and, make you more susceptible to this fight that we're about to have.
And it's just Endeavor doesn't really even focus on it, but, we understand the situation. It's I trust him to be able to handle that, and hey, I'm dealing with you, right? So, I
think this is perfect, actually, for Endeavor to also be there to do this. It's hey, Endeavor probably was like, hey, when we're dividing up the teams, put me with All for One. And they're like, but your son,
no, I'll be compromised.
No, I don't think I'll be able to do this right. Put me against the one that's the hardest. Give me the hardest fight.
Yep.
Let me
demonstrate my strong back. Yeah.
Well, right, but also let me potentially sacrifice myself to buy just, however much time I can buy.
And this situation is more important than me redeeming myself for the ways I fucked up in the past.
Exactly.
There's a level of ownership to that where it's I will do what I can with regards to that, but I'm not going to be trapped in the past where I can't function now until that's taken care of.
And I think Shoto specifically was like, Dad, don't worry about this. I've got it.
Right.
It's going to be okay. And just the idea that we're going to get effectively, I just wanted to throw this out there as just a fun little thing. All for One functionally is the Avatar in this case, but he's a dark Avatar. Endeavor is the Fire Lord. And then we have Zuko and Azula, literally about to go throw down the cold flame, the red flame, the scarred one. It's not lost on me that this is just,
it's that direct inverse in that perfect poetic way.
Yeah, it's a direct, fun little inverse.
I love it.
So that's cool. And also, just the team ups. Well, it doesn't matter. It's just the team up specifically in the Shigaraki coffin. The idea of, okay, we have people's quirks that just aren't going to be able to be used that strongly in the fight.
Nope.
But wait, they are.
Yeah.
We're going to put
Kaminari in a
Momo,
generator.
Yeah, we're going to put Momo in a place where she'll be able to generate unlimited raw materials to then repair a living machinery coffin.
Right. She handles the steel. Cementos handles the cement. There you go. And then
they've got entire teams distributing this to make sure it all works.
And then you have the one person whose job is to just keep feeding Momo as she's like just generating steel out of her back.
I just love that these quirks that are potentially the limitless energy matter creation kind of things here end up being tapped into for what they actually are terrifyingly potentially capable of. Momo, her whole quirk could break economies. And we've joked about this since season 1. But the idea then that Kaminari, someone whose quirk is like just casually there.
It's hilariously too offensive, right?
Well, it's almost not even hilariously too offensive. It's hilariously too strong, theoretically, if we ever had to quantify it. But the idea of just limitless electricity output. Wait, so you're telling me that, like, he could just add his energy to the grid and just make the world a better place? Yes. But what if we just put it all into one specific thing?
Right, and just turn it into a barrier. And
turn it into a giga barrier. And it's like, yes, all that's not just Kaminari, that's all the other electrics. All the other electric type
gathered
Pokemon.
into one place.
We put them in here. Fucking manga has like a drawn like kanji specifically
for Zap or whatever. Yeah. Right. It's just, okay, let's go.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. Everything that you can do is here.
And it's just fun because the kids who are not the child soldiers are doing something that contributes without necessarily having to go throw their lives on the line. Even though, yes, we do have Bakugo, being...
That makes sense. Like
dynamite,
right. Bakugo would have been, like, one, royally pissed, but two, I think even the adults can, like...
acknowledge.
They're like, we're not going to make them child soldiers. Then then they just look at Bakugo and they're like, well...
Except this one.
You're like, you have a very specific set of skills, right?
Yeah.
You kind of already chose that life.
God, fucking Bakugo, I was about to, like... just get so sad. He's like, fuck, no, I screwed up. Like, this is my fault. Like, he was basically having that moment where, I've seen this in so many stories, where they're like, let's go. They imagine their person is right there alongside. We're doing this deck.
Oh, shit.
No. Yeah. Like, and it's just too late. Yeah.
Well, and also just the parallel of, when Bakugo got taken, right?
Yeah.
And now it's Deku got taken. And it's like, shit. But also the idea that Bakugo being like, oh no, this is bad, is because he's not going to get to fight alongside Deku, the person who, he bullied at the beginning of the story and all that stuff.
We're coming full circle on so many different things here. There's a lot of character interpersonal plot lines that are being set up to be resolved here in a very fun way. But yes, Bakugo's is being put on hold in a way that spells a thing that I think the OP was maybe being a bit too hinty at.
Yeah.
But there is a way in which I think this could work out, is that, one, they're up in the sky. If there's anyone that can get them into a place that is up in the sky, Uraraka can do this in combination with Deku's
That's true.
quirk.
That's true.
She can make Deku effectively fly. And
just yeet.
Well, right. She gives him float, and then he just propels himself with all of his quirk stuff, and he just becomes a, just flying thing there. And then the issue is, well, she's got to, sit there and hold that for all that time.
Right. So they kind of have to win this fight.
They have to win it, right?
Now
they have to win it. They have to win it in less than 5 minutes, and then have enough time to propel Deku
in less than 5 minutes.
Well, that's how long Monoma's.
Well, no, because they're keeping in contact. So it's
that's the problem, though, is that Monoma is alternating with Aizawa because he can only hold on to the quirk for that 5 minutes. Aizawa's quirk is not optimized right now.
It's that as far as my understanding of it from the episode is that they're both doing it at the same time. Because Aizawa's is weakened, right? And Monoma's just copying it. And so that's why they're staying in contact, so they can just both do it at the same time. But then the mechanical way in which that can be disrupted is what happens if, either Aizawa 1 gets killed, right? Or just moved. They get separated, right?
Right. So now he can use it indefinitely. You're right.
Because he's constantly
His
renewing
usual
it.
limit, though, is 5 minutes.
Right. So there could be a situation where they get separated, and then it's oh no, Monoma can only keep this up for 5 minutes or something. But this is where I'm wondering, does MHA start to kill people in this set of fights?
Well, yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to, but, it hasn't really killed characters in the past. But, like, I think Aizawa could totally die here. I think it's they're putting death flags on Bakugo, whether or not it's to the degree that the death flag becomes an actual death versus
or he
something
gets,
else.
like broken in some way.
Yeah, right. But like, and I gotta say, I love the idea of Bakugo just like going out with a bang, pun intended, and then Deku comes in on the back of that, because that will also set the stage for, hey Deku, do you really want to save Shigaraki?
Yeah,
because
the opening also does have a point where it has all the Class 1A characters kind of giving Deku the high five as he's basically flinging himself up to eventually face Shigaraki. And I do believe there's a slight frame where Bakugo is there. So it's more likely that it's this is your fight, take it, go.
Right.
And they just end up all being instrumental in getting him there. So they have to ad hoc some kind of plan together as a class to get Deku back. Which is fun.
And that's where I think this is where, and maybe it's just my Bakugo fanboy part coming out.
Sure.
But this will be where Bakugo gets to shine, because it's shit, we are at a power disadvantage. Right. We have to keep this guy busy, because there are various different ways in which this could fall apart.
Yeah.
And
he's with his hero best genist.
Yeah.
The two of them leading this whole squad.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, like I just love the combo at the coffin. The combos at the coffin with Best Jeanist, then we have Bakugo, and we've got basically all the brutal, strong, like really talented single-use kind of quirk people here. We've got Nejire with energy redirection.
Yep.
That's just
real helpful.
That's just a whole deal right there. We've got fucking Aizawa and Monoma here
just
as
doing
well.
their thing.
And even our water buddy from way back in the day is there just making sure that everybody's eyes
that
are
Monoma
taken
doesn't
care
have to
of.
blink. But I also love the idea that, like, he's not even really worried about Aizawa. Like, Aizawa knows how to keep that one eye open, Whereas Monoma, it's like, okay, he's a bit more used to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other member of the big three are Tamaki. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good squad, but okay. Last but not least, I'm excited for the Toya Shoto fight.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
And then probably the other just really silly thing is, I love that Monoma, the fucking nerd, calls himself the Phantom Thief. Like, if you played Persona 5, it's just really funny for many reasons that he calls himself the Phantom Thief. So that's just great.
Him power tripping in general was also just fantastic.
That was a joy, yeah.
Because of course you would, right? Hey.
He's like, I'm literally pulling the strings for this whole plan.
You have the biggest utility quirk ever. You're going to be very important here. Awesome.
We're going to just escort you around. We're going to put you into a jet. And immediately once this works here, we're putting you over here. Wait, actually, no, that's terrifying. Kurogiri might be here at the coffin.
I don't think so, because Monoma
Monoma can warp himself.
Right. But the thing is but he doesn't have Kurogiri anymore. So
he can't do it he can't do it now. He's stuck up here with everybody.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not just that they would have to give Shigaraki his quirk back for a little bit. No, Kurogiri isn't here.
Yeah.
They just can't do it anymore.
Well, that was why I was thinking that it might have been tactical to have Kurogiri here. But then I realized, wait, no, we're going to fight. We can't have Kurogiri get broken out for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah, because then the whole thing
immediately
falls apart.
ruins everything.
Right. Well, and also, even if he was here, the amount of time that it would take for Monoma to get to Kurogiri to then touch him to be able to do the thing, right? On top of the just giving Shigaraki his quirks back.
Well, no, it would be a gamble, and I don't think the gamble's a good one. So yeah, the idea that they just Kurogiri will never be a problem ever again in the story because we have put him in the ground.
Proper containment.
Yeah. He is. Nobody's finding him.
Yep.
Nobody's finding him. So that's just that there. Mm-hmm. So then we've got these main 4 area fights here, and then the fact that they split the villains up into at least 4 or 5, maybe even other locations is just fun. There were 8 on the screen, but there were 9 portals that were made there. That might be because Shigaraki's location wasn't one of the ones on the thing there.
Oh, sure. They're like, no, nobody can know about the location.
Yeah,
of
we don't want
Coffin in
any
the Sky.
tech hacking this. We don't want any
other
stuff here.
spies or nope. It's just nah.
No.
That's well, and because of they're electric people, it is entirely off the grid.
Well,
They are the grid.
It's in the fucking sky. Like there's a possibility that like, you'd be able to like look in the direction, but it's so high up, you're just like, okay, I didn't see anything there.
Right. Yep. This is gonna be fun. I'm
this is
also
really fun.
there's that part of me like I'm torn because on the one hand, I love the amount of detail that they went into with regards to the mechanics of the fights that are gonna be happening.
Right.
And at the same time, I'm like, wait, but I was really like hyped to see the fighting in this episode, and then because of naturally the complexity
we got
of the
Best
plan,
Jeanist lashing,
that
Shigaraki around.
That was pretty awesome.
We got our bunny girl just absolutely just
throwing hands,
kicking. Oh yeah, kicking though.
because legs are for kicking.
Yeah, Mirko, just absolutely kicking the shit out of Shigaraki.
Yep.
But then Shigaraki uses a very apt kind of final fight quirk here. The idea of if you're going to have a villain that is transforming, have a quirk that can't be taken away by being a morphic quirk, a heteromorphic quirk.
Yep.
But having it be a mass of hands and fingers for him.
Both thematically and mechanically, it
feels thematically and mechanically perfect, but it's also the kind of quirk where now Shigaraki can do things in the fight that don't have to be explained.
Right.
He can. It is an Akira kind of just experience here. It's a blob of flesh and stuff.
Well,
none of that is going to decay you, but he's just strong and
he's got the reach now and the sort of the X factor that they'll have to deal with because there's a cost by waiting, right? Like letting All For One get cocky, right?
Yeah.
And let himself like walk into this trap. That's because he had the winning hand.
Right.
He thought, right?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
And so Shigaraki is stronger than he was then.
Right.
And this is a mechanically fun, tense situation to utilize that, every day Shigaraki gets stronger. And sometimes that can be used as a lazy platitude of like, the villain gets stronger every day.
Wait, sorry, keep going. I just had a realization about the Coffin in the Sky fight and that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. But basically that if Shigaraki is now a day and a half or so from full, capitulation here.
Yep.
We are, fighting someone with less quirks. Yes.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that he just won't be able to do now. But he's still, Shigaraki, All For One, meshed almost entirely together.
Meshed all together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So even if you've separated the two supervillains' bodies right now, you have not separated the two supervillains.
And so this is the thing that I sort of thought about and was like, oh shit, wait, that's actually really bad. At the earlier fight with Shigaraki, right? One, yes, All For One wasn't there, but it was like all the pro heroes, right? Like ganging up on him. And Deku. Not only is Deku not there, but a bunch of the pro heroes are dealing with All For One.
Yeah.
They are incredibly undermanned for this fight because Deku isn't there.
Right, and the only reason why they didn't it didn't win fully the one at Kamino was because Aizawa got disrupted for a period of time.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Something like that.
I mean, there was a couple reasons, but basically Shigaraki was able to get another decay off and then got away.
Right.
So, like, if we look at this from the standpoint that the heroes are winning for now, the reason why they will lose rather quickly is going to become apparent once the coffin becomes a trap that the heroes are inside of with, Shigaraki.
Right.
And they just start losing. And that's fun because then it's, again, a battle for time. We then know the way we have to win, but it's, again, just a...
You
we're going to be cutting around to the different, encounters and stuff, and some of them we'll be getting great progress in, and other ones we won't.
And you literally called it Coffin in the Sky. So I'm expecting like half of the people in there to die.
Well, another fun thing is we don't know what would happen if Shigaraki got his decay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to transmit it across just the sky at this like altitude.
Like just enough dust particles basically going flying out.
It just becomes a bomb in midair, just going out, and then the ground, the environment around just is desecrated, just decimated.
Yeah, because we know that Shigaraki has a limitation to his decay because the world didn't get disintegrated when he used it the one time.
I mean, yeah, he's a person. He's a speck on the,
right.
the ball.
On the rock. But, that was a big part of the rock that got, dusted.
Right, he's a bomb now.
I imagine that not only did they have it be the coffin in the sky and all that stuff, but it's also like over the most abandoned, no man's land, like nobody's here kind of area, just in case.
Yeah.
But
it was one of the funny things, and once they saw the coffin in the sky thing, I'm like, so they thought about it, but they couldn't. You know what it was? The classic thing of, well, how do you get rid of the super bad villain?
Launch him into space.
Well, launch him into space. That's clearly how you do it. And they're just like, nah, this thing is too big. We can't reach escape velocity even closely with this.
Yeah.
And there's no way we can knock him unconscious for any period of time so
to get him into a rocket or,
get him to a rocket. And just go. And that would go so slowly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No.
Even just the idea of freezing him in space or what have you. No, his body would pull some bullshit. And
they'd need to do,
rocketing back down to Earth in a different area, and he'd be somebody else's problem.
No. They could actually do this, and actually, this could be I'm talking crazy talk here, but this is the way in which they canonize in mid-fight the Uraraka Deku ship, in that Uraraka makes Shigaraki weightless, and then Deku just whip throws him into the sky. He doesn't have anything to like push off of, Like
it was foreshadowing all along
like
when the first time
maybe,
we saw All Might in the first season send the Nomu up so high he broke through 3 cloud clearings, and we're oh, he sent the Nomu into space. No, apparently he just sent it, like 500
really
miles
far away.
That way.
But if there was no weight to the
But if there was no weight on that Nomu, then we reach an escape velocity, we
escape velocity is anything positive, right? Like, so
it just keeps staying positive all the way up.
Right.
What's going on now?
As long as it's fast enough that he can't just push against the air or whatever to get back.
Yeah, no, that's not emotionally satisfying for Shigaraki. But for All For One,
eventually All For One stopped thinking.
No, really, actually, that would be the perfect, just
bye.
Just punishment. Just being like, all right. Things are coalescing. The battles are all, ending. People are reconjoining back together as the fights continue. And then it's just a thing of where they're like, Uraraka, what is she going to think about doing here? She combines, her ability with Tsuyu's to get the touch, really far, what have you. He's all weightless, and he's like, what the fuck? Who cares about this? Yeah, puny girl. Or what
I want it to be something where they are checking back in with all the locations after the fighting's over. And they get to the All For One location and they're like, where is he? There's just nothing. There's a bunch of scorched earth and all that stuff. And then Endeavor just picks up a diamond. He's right here. He just carbonized him and then regenerate from that, bitch.
Oh my god. Well, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see a full-length timer version of this reaction, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on any level support that gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about MHA as a show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.